Let's start our daily revision.
Okay.
How do we form the past tense of regular verbs? How do you form the past tense of regular verbs? We form
We form
the past tense
the past tense
of regular verbs
of regular verbs.
by putting the letters.
I think letters ed.
Yes.
Ed
at the end.
At the end.
Yes. Give me an example, please. Give me an example, please. For example,
I worked.
Yes.
Yes. I worked.
Okay.
I worked. I work to. I work.
Okay. I generally walk to school. Generally walk to school.
I generally walk to school.
I walked to school yesterday.
I walked to school yesterday.
Yes. Did you watch television last week? Did you watch television last week?
Yes, I watched television last week.
Yes. Did you walk to school yesterday? Did you walk to school yesterday?
Yes, I walked school yesterday.
Okay. Worked and walked. Two words are different. Okay?
Okay.
So worked. This is worked. WALKED. Walked. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. Now, what did you use to answer the last question? What did you use to answer the last question? I
used my mouse.
Voice.
My voice
to answer
the last question.
Yes. When did last lesson end? When did last lesson end? Last lesson ended.
Last lesson ended about 10 p.m.
Okay. Did you work last month? Did you work last month?
Yes, I worked last month.
Okay. How long did last lesson last? How long did last lesson last? Last lesson?
Last lesson.
Lasted about.
Lasted about
3 months.
3 months.
Okay. Did you live at home with your parents when you were a small child? Did you live at home with your parents when you were a small child? Yes.
Yes, I lived
at
home with my parents when I was a small child. A child.
Children is plural. Okay.
Okay.
Did you move any parts of your body during the last lesson? Did you move any parts of your body during the last lesson? Yes.
Yes, I moved some parts of my body during the lesson.
Last lesson.
Last lesson.
Okay. How do we make a negative sentence in the past tense? How do we make a negative sentence in the past tense? We make a
negative sentence
in the past tense.
In the past tense.
By using the word.
Did.
And
without.
The infinitive without to.
And infinitive without to.
Yes. Give an example, please. I didn't work
last Sunday.
Yes. How do we make a question in the past tense? How do we make a question in the past tense? We make a question.
We make the questions past tense.
In the past tense.
In the past tense.
By using the word.
Did.
And the infinitive.
And the infinitive without
to. Okay, give an example, please. Did you work
last
Saturday?
Week? Last Saturday.
Okay, week is also correct. Okay. Did I ask you 1,000 questions last lesson?
No, you didn't ask me 1,000 questions.
1,000 questions?
1,000 questions last lesson.
Did last lesson end at 11 p.m.? No.
No.
Last lesson
didn't end it.
Not ended. Didn't. That's why end.
Didn't. Okay. And at 11 p.m.
It ended at.
It
ended at 10 p.m.
Oh yeah, 10 p.m.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you talk to anybody in your family last week? Yes, no?
Yes, I talked to my family last week.
I talked to somebody in my family.
I talked to somebody on my family last week. In my family.
Last week.
Okay.
Did you call anybody on your mobile phone yesterday? Yes, no?
Oh yes, I called somebody with my mobile phone.
On my mobile phone?
On my mobile phone yesterday.
Did you want to come to school today? Did you want to come to school today? Yes, no?
Yes,
Wanted?
I wanted come to school
To come to school
today. To come to school today.
Okay. Now, can you see any trees from where you are sitting? Can you see any trees from where you are sitting? Yes, no?
No, I can't. Any trees.
I can't see
I can't see
any
any
trees
trees
from
where I'm sitting.
I'm sitting.
I'm sitting.
Okay. Did you live on a farm? Did you live on a farm? No.
No,
I
don't live
on a farm.
on a farm.
Okay. What's the plural